Hi, Randy Buffie here again. We've been talking about not only sunlight as being a big form giver in my design work and talking about the locality of your site, your program, about what house style that you like and so forth, but there's also this other thing that happens, and it's tied to mathematics. Mathematics is a very quantifiable left brain kind of a thing. And the emotional content that I describe, what it feels like to stand in a room, is really coming from your right brain. And so a very quantifiable, definable thing as mathematics affects the emotional content in the room. The reason this popped up, this was a number of years ago. I was working on a house, and it was actually pretty cool. This house is on Lake Minnetonka. So the existing house was a T-shaped block, and we conceived this as a slice of sunlight that cut through the home. And there was a swimming pool that was right here, one level down. And so what I did was, if we took a knife and cut a section through the house and looked at it in this direction, this is what this looked like. These are the exterior walls, and these are both glass, and the roof of the house did this. And then what we did is we put in this ceiling that sliced through like this, and this is all in the kitchen space. You come down one level here at the walkout, and this is where the swimming pool is. What was really interesting about the use of the sunlight as it slices through the house is in the morning hours, the sun would come and bounce off the pool, and you would get these reflections on the ceiling in this curved room. But the fascinating part relative to mathematics happened near the end of construction. And I've been working with a number of these tradesmen for a lot of projects over the years. And they came to me and they said, "Randy, I don't know what you did in this room, but it feels really good in there." Well, of course, my antenna went up because these guys are not in touch with their emotional side, right? And so forensically, I went back and looked at what happened in this room. And the amazing thing that happened was this arch actually comes up at one radius at the apex and then flattens out to a different radius as it goes out through the rest of the ceiling. The widths of all the cabinet doors and how this was all put together was all based upon the mathematics of the golden section. And what I mean by that, this ceiling here is like the first few radii, just like you see in a nautilus shell as that spirals in on itself. And the width of these cabinet doors is determined by the mathematics of radii that come off of certain points on the rectangle base that you're starting from. I know it sounds a little crazy, but the thing that's fascinating is when you put the right math onto a space, it really gives it a calm, serene sort of feeling. If you can get the rooms placed in proportion to each other properly, using the proportions of all of these elements, it soothes the whole house. I talk about this also in another video about mathematics, where the next project I did after this home really took this math to another level. And this was only done in the vertical plane, but in that house, we did it throughout the house, throughout the landscape, and throughout the horizontal plane, meaning looking down at it in plan.